Welcome to Lifestyle 360, your home for fashion, lifestyle, and everything in between. My name is Shay Adeno, your fashion connoisseur, and I'll be your host. Today, we are going to be talking about shopping. We've been talking about fashion, talking about beauty, but how do you get those fashion items? I'll be running you through what we're going to be doing today. So first, I have someone special on set who's going to be telling us how to shop for beginners, as in getting into the 101. Then we'll be teaching you how to shop for your different body types, the special Ask Shay session of the show, and Style Dictionary. When I return after the break, I'm going to be introducing our special guest, and then she'll be giving us the insight on how to shop. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Lifestyle 360. Remember when we went on a break, I said that I was bringing someone to talk to you about shopping. Now this person is none other than the CEO of Timeless Clothing and Timeless Decor. So she's both a fashionista, let me not hyper too much. Let her do the introduction herself.
You got me laughing.
Welcome on set.
Thank
How
you so
are
much
you?
for having me. I'm awesome, thank you.
All right, I'm so happy you're here to give all our viewers an insight on shopping, because some of them, well, they want to look great, but then they don't know how to do it, and then that's why you're here on set with us. So before we get into, the 101 of shopping, can you do a brief introduction? Just tell us about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabrielle and I run Timeless Clothing. And I'm so glad to be here on set with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, so clearly you have some experience with shopping, because for you to have a fashion business and then also have a decor, like those two things are not easy, especially when it comes to shopping for select and curating items. Like you definitely need to have a special skill set for it. So how would you advise someone that really wants to shop and then so that they don't overbuy or, go past their budget? And yes, now give us
run a store, so you can never overbuy.
as a
You
business
can't overbuy. Like I would always advise you to buy more, but I would let you know, like, okay, this is what you should get for your body type.
Yeah.
This doesn't suit you. Okay, pick this, because I'm a tall person, and fashion rules, they say tall girls shouldn't wear heels, but I don't care.
Oh, dear, do you?
I don't care, like I wear my 6 inches, but when I wear my 6 inches, I'm very careful of the dress I put on.
Yes.
I'm careful of the skirt I wear. Like, it shouldn't be too short, it shouldn't be too clingy. If I'm wearing a fitted dress or a fitted skirt, the top has to be loose, because there just has to be moderation, right? Yeah. Then will I say short girls?
Yeah, please do. I'm just talking about
Or
tall girls.
average height.
You talk about the petite ones as well.
Okay, so for short girls, most of the time, I wouldn't advise a short person who walks into my store to buy flowing dresses. I'd rather most people, like when I was a lot slimmer, I used to have like long neck, so I'd wear a V-neck more so I can reveal my collarbones. And then my long legs.
So basically accentuate your assets.
Yeah, your
so
assets.
if you have great legs,
Yes.
try to lean towards things that show that off. So if you have long legs, you have
but I mean moderation in your
yeah, of course, definitely. Everything you have to apply moderation, but basically look for things that accentuates like your natural figure, right? Oh, that's really nice. So how would you say for someone that likes to, like now, there's some people, and if they love something, they would buy multiple colors of that same thing. So how would you advise them to go about that? Like, I love this thing, I want it, but I really don't want to overbuy.
Truthfully, if you walk into my store and you see this particular shoe and you see several colors and you want to pick all, I'll tell you to go ahead. I'm being truthful. But if you're my friend and then you want to pick all 5 colors because you really love this pair of shoes and you're like, but if you're not if you're not, if you're a regular person like myself, I wouldn't advise you to get all colors. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's always a pair of shoe for every occasion, and there's always a pair of shoe for every dress. You can't wear, what's it called, a joggers or a sport outfit and wear heels. You look funny. Yes. So if you're coming to my store to pick 5 pairs of shoes, I'd rather advise you to pick this one. It matches what this outfit you bought, or you bought this skirt, you bought this top, and the colors as well. Or rather, you take a black shoe, you get a wine dress, okay, take a gold shoe, and then of different brands. Because I mean, in the long run, you get tired of seeing all these colors in your wardrobe, and then we women love to shop. Like I run a store. But I have friends who run boutiques as well. I always walk into their store and I always shop from them.
I always find something
Yeah,
to
when
buy.
they post stuff online, I would always buy it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So most times I go into my wardrobe and I'm like, okay, I've never worn this shoe before, so why did I buy it? Then I start to regret, like, I'm sure it happens to every other other lady.
It definitely happens
you know,
to
so
everyone.
it's always right for you to, when you walk into a store, know what you want to buy and know what suits your body frame. If you're bursty, you should be careful not to get something too clingy up there. Maybe something clingy down there, but then well covered. And if you're hippie and you're great with the asset behind you, you can get something not too tight there, and then with the body top, you have something really nice and fitted so that you don't look...
Okay, so now you've been able to give us some insights like on how to shop depending on your body type, right? How about, I'm just asking, let's say I don't know anything about shopping online, so don't be surprised at my questions. So if I want to get, like, I want to bargain shop, I really want to get the best deals on items, when would you advise is the best time to shop? And like, on what platforms, where would be my sources, just everything.
Okay, I'll speak for myself and my own store. When we have new collections, new arrivals, the old stock, we throw them all on, like, I throw them on 80% discount.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Please, you give me your
I will give you, yes, I will. And then I shop from the very best brand. I make bold to say, because whatever it is I shop from abroad, I would always pick from it to wear. And whatever I wear, I know a whole lot of times people tend to admire what I wear. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what I do for a living. You know, so we have new arrivals, we throw the old stock on discount, 80%, 60% discount. And then you're buying less. You're buying more for less, actually. You're buying something of good quality for a lesser amount.
So it's best to take advantage of what these other online stores do as well. Like if you're not just buying or shopping from maybe a Nigerian brand, you can actually take advantage as an individual to shop. Is there like a particular season for these discounts? Like what should I do if I really want to keen to? Because you know some of them don't announce that they're having discounts, right? Yes. So how can I take advantage of this?
When I go shopping, when it's winter, they sell off stuff. They sell off all the things they produce for summer. So I go there, and then back here, it's like always hot.
It's always summer.
Do you understand?
Summer
it's always
all year
summer,
round.
all year round, right? So, I mean, I go there, and then I pack up all they have, because I have a deal with them, and that's Macy's store. I shop strictly with Macy's. So everything you're buying from me, you would see the tag, $800, $2,000. And it's not just the figure. It's because the fabric, the quality of every single thing is well detailed. And then, boom, we have this new arrivals. And imagine the old stock we have, and then you're throwing them on sales for like so amount, like super discounted. So please come and rush up to the wholesalers.
Don't worry, I will. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like, I actually did learn, especially this part about paying attention to the seasons.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure, like, what season. Like, I didn't know that during, is this all season round? Like, oh, during spring, they sell out, like, winter clothes also. I always have to wait until, during summer, then they also sell out winter clothes as well, right?
They say that, but we don't need it here.
No, not here, because, I mean, it's for anyone. Even in Africa, like the places that have quite...
like dress,
exactly.
Cool.
So if I'm trying to get warmer clothes, I should wait for summer and then get... Interesting. Interesting. How about the days of the week? Is there like any particular like day of the week to target those websites to shop?
Yes, most times most weekends, sometimes most Wednesdays, we just throw up, what's it called, a 24-hour sale. Yes, but I mean, we would certainly let our clients know, I mean, social media, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. Tomorrow is a pop-up sale, 24 hours, so grab this. And most of the time, I could just be like, okay, I want to be nice to all of my beautiful clients, you know, because they don't just stop shopping. So what do I do for them? Okay, I post up stuff on social media, and I'm like, name your price. Yeah, the first time I did it, somebody was like, are you kidding, Gabby? I'm like, I'm not kidding, name your price. And they were like, so what? I'm like, there you go, you have it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is something that's common with like brands do this.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
A whole
so
lot
it's
of brands
something
do this.
for people to actually pay attention to.
Especially
Wow.
when you're new, like, I've been doing this business for, April will make it 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But social media, I just got new to social media. But to the glory of God, I've been making sales online. Yes, so but I'm not there yet. I'm not where I want to be there on the internet, online, whatever. Yeah, so I do all of that because of, I want people to get to view my what's it called, my page. Yeah, and then get more clients for myself.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Gabby.
you.
Thank you. So I learned a lot right now from you about shopping, and normally I use my weekends to sleep, but I think I'm going to be scouring the internet for sales now.
Yeah, you should, because everyone's going digital.
So viewers, I hope you have learned how to shop. Like this is 101. And I hope you had a notebook somewhere, taking out all the points that Gabby had for us. When we return after the break, we'll be giving you a bit more insight into how to shop for your body type. She did mention a bit of it when she was telling us how to shop, but now we are going to have laser focus on how to shop for your body type. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Lifestyle 360. Before we went on the break, our guest, Gabby, was telling us on how to shop. So now that you know where to run to during the weekends and off-peak periods, how do you now shop for your body type? Because that's another important part of shopping, so that it's effective. So Gabby, for someone like me, right? Do I need to get up and do a 360
yeah,
for you?
please.
Okay. So for
Petite,
a petite young woman like
beautiful.
me, how would I dress?
The pouch trouser is perfect.
Thank you.
You know, it doesn't make you look, you know, it gives you this look like you look taller when you have the pouch trousers. And then rather people who are petite do horizontal striped pants most of the time, or skirts, lovely prints, you know, that'll make you look really beautiful.
And elongate
And
your legs.
elongate your legs.
Awesome.
And then for a tall person, short dresses are a no-no, like above the knee, because you don't want to look inappropriate.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the other word. You don't want to look inappropriate, and everyone just starts staring at you like, okay, what's she wearing? Doesn't she know she's tall? And yeah, most of the time you're tall. Don't wear high heels, like 6 inches and above. Don't.
So what height of heel would you recommend?
I'm a 6-footer, and then I used to wear 6 inches.
Oh wow.
When I used to model. But I knew it was, I mean, like you're standing beside someone and you're looking like, you know. 'Cause
David
even-
and Goliath.
yeah, like even you feel somehow sometimes like, okay. You know, so I mean, moderation,
Yes.
2 inches, an inch, 3 inches at max, you're good. And then for the dress, I mean, you can't wear something too short.
Yes.
That will look too off. Yeah, but every other thing as a tall person, you can go for V-neck tops, you know, but I mean, you can always put a brooch when you have the cleavage popping, you know, to look decent. You can wear pant trousers, you can wear skirts, you can wear ball dresses. You're tall, you have the advantage because you're tall. But a short person would rather not do a ball dress because the person would just, sorry, a petite person would rather not do a ball dress because should look like,
You look taut and
yeah,
small.
like you're dragging heights with. So it's better for you to wear something very comfortable. And then when it comes to jewelry, less is more, less
Yes,
is classy,
less is always more.
you know. So make sure you always wear earrings or necklaces that matches your bracelets most of the time. It's better that way, yeah. Aside from the fashion rule thing, but I think it's just classy when the lady doesn't have too much going, like earrings, jewelry, 5 rings. And we have these finger rings in vogue now. Maybe sometimes it depends on where you're going to. You know, yeah, basically.
So if I'm on the thick side, how would you advise me to wear to accentuate my God-given assets?
Most women we have these days are thick. They come with like very tiny waist, like they have this hourglass kind of figure. Yes, so if you have that kind of, you know, body physique, body structure, you can always put a belt around your waist to show. I mean, a thick person can't. I mean, you have the advantage because you have a good body. A thick person, I'm referring to somebody who has an hourglass figure. You have an advantage because almost everything you wear would suit you. You know, so you can play around with several stuff. But then again, I always tell my people not so tight. If you're doing a tight pants, make sure your top is slightly loose. And then you're thick, you have a great figure, slightly loose pants, slightly loose top or shirt, and then button up, not just, I mean, if you're going to leave a button, it shouldn't be more than 1 or 2. That's 4.
Decency, very important.
Yes, and then you can put a belt around your waist.
If I'm thick, but I'm not the hourglass shape, you know, there's the apple shape or the pear shape. I'm a rounder, right? Obviously, like putting a belt over my outfits would not work. So what type of fashion pieces or like would you think, like an ensemble that you put together for someone like if I was rounder?
Office dresses.
Office dresses. Is there any particular like cuts, like A shape?
A shape, straight cut most of the time. Straight cut, not too tight. And then you don't need to put a belt. You could play with several accessories. You could put a brooch over your dress. If you don't want to use a brooch, you could use pearls. It's really classy. And yeah, there's a whole lot you can do if you're plump, and then you don't have that hourglass figure. You could wear a short dress that is not clingy, that's slightly loose. A short dress, I mean this length. So I mean by short dress, slightly loose, not too tight, and then you still look decent to wherever it is you're going to work. You know, church, events, yeah.
Oh, wow, thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And also, thank you for scoring me 100 over 100 because
100.
I feel like a good student.
100 over 100 again.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for that. I have
So
learned
much
so
for
much
having
from
me.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank
I cannot wait
you.
for my next weekend. Instead of rolling around in bed, I will target Wednesdays to Saturdays
If you
to
can't
shop.
come to the store, you can shop online.
Definitely, like online is now the new offline.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. It was so
Thank
nice
you.
having you on
Thank
set.
you
I
so
hope
much
I
for
see you
having me.
soon.
Yes, please, when I'm more.
So you have heard Gabby say it all. But
Thank
before
you.
I let you go, I've learned a lot today. I'm not
Thank
ready
you.
to let you go, but I have to. But before you go,
Yeah.
can you tell our viewers 1 or 2 things before you go?
Okay, 2 things. Sparkle. Sequin dresses is just for evenings. That's number 1. And then less is classy.
Yes, less
Thank
is
you.
more. Less is definitely more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gabby.
Thank you for having me.
So, viewers, you have heard it all. Gabby has given us some amazing, amazing tips on how to shop and how to shop for your body type. So, if you are slim, if you are thick, if you are tall or short, do not say you did not hear it on Lifestyle 360 on how to shop to accentuate your assets. When we return after the break, we'll be going over Ask Shay, where a viewer has sent in a question for me to answer and Style Dictionary. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back. Gabby had so much to say, and I hope you guys learned a lot from her. But now it's time for Ask Shay. Oh my God, I always like to answer your questions, so I can't wait to see what this person has to ask. Hi Shay, how do I decide when to splurge and when to pass? What type of items are worth investing in? Okay, we have a two-in-one question. So how do you decide when to splurge and when to pass? Personally, what I do is that I calculate something called CPW, which is the cost per wear. So if I buy an item that's worth about 100,000 naira, and I have to wear it 10 times. So that means every time I wear that outfit, it will be costing me at least 10,000 naira to wear that outfit, right? So that's actually, so am I willing to spend 10,000 naira every time I wear this outfit? Will I wear it up to 10 times? Do I like it that much? Will I wear it more than 10 times? So it just depends on how much it will cost you per time you wear it. Now, there's some items that are probably worth that 100,000 that would last years, that would even become, like, it will really stand the test of time, that you can even pass down to your kids, to your cousins, give out, and then those things are the things that are worth splurging on. So you can spend hundreds of thousands on those type of items. For example, jewelry. Now, if it's gold or diamonds or any type of expensive, luxurious crystals, you can spend as much as possible because they do not tarnish. But if it's like a costume jewelry, I would not advise you to spend so much on it because after a couple of months or a couple of wears, it begins to fade and turn black. Same goes with outfits. Now, this applies to all items. So now that answers your second question. So calculate how much it will cost you, how long this particular item is going to last. Is it something that can be willed even? If it can be willed, you can spend as much money. If it's an investment also, for example, gold, you can store up your money in gold. So if it's stuff like that, definitely I would advise you to spend a lot of money. And even if we're not talking about luxury, we're not talking about all of that, we're talking about basic things like handbags. If it's an everyday handbag, for example, I would advise you to spend a decent amount on it because you're wearing it every day, so it's more likely to wear and tear over time. I hope that answered your question. Now, when we return after the break, we'll be looking at Style Dictionary. Welcome back. Now it is time for Style Dictionary, where we'll be giving you insight into basic fashion, beauty, and lifestyle terminologies. The first thing we're going to be looking at is tapered leg. Pant legs that become progressively narrower towards the ankle. Tapered leg has a relaxed fit through the thigh and the knee and tapered from the knee to the ankle. Runching. Runching refers to clothing with large areas of fullness gathered in to form a rippled effect. Corsets. A corset is a garment worn to hold and train the torso into a desired shape, traditionally as a smaller waist or larger bottom, usually for aesthetics. It can be worn as a foundation garment or as outer decoration. Okay, my beautiful ladies, it's a wrap for today. I hope you had so much fun learning about shopping. I hope it was interesting and you definitely took down some notes. So we learned about it, learned about how to shop according to your body type. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the next sale because all these things I learned on today's show, I have to apply them as a good student. That's all we have for today, people. I cannot wait to share all these nuggets of wisdom when it comes to fashion, lifestyle, and beauty. That will be all for today. See you in the next episode of Lifestyle 360. Bye.